Let's go. Mamma mia!
All right, the boys, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, we're live over on Twitch, we're live on YouTube, on Facebook, on your Dolby Atmos refrigerator. We're everywhere. We are the Switch Island, and we're going to talk into your ear holes about all the Nintendo goodness that we've been looking at and all that kind of shit. Ben, how are you, mate? You okay?
I'm grand, mate. I'm grand.
You okay? You're enjoying your time in the fifth dimension there, clearly, with
Ooh. Yeah.
Andrew. Very uneventful colours behind you. Very nice wall, though. Orange.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, very orange.
Dreamcast
And
orange.
there's other things other than that. Dreamcast orange. Well, that one isn't Dreamcast orange. There's an oranger wall next to me.
Okay, all right. Had Ben off there. Mike, nice background, mate. On holiday, are we?
Cheers, mate. Yeah. Ignoring lockdown rules. Here I am on my very own Switch Island.
That's it. I like it.
Ignore the disappearing hand.
Pardon?
Never mind.
Okay.
Crack on.
Crack on. Yeah, like we said before, we're going to talk into your ear holes about all the Nintendo goodness. If you've got anything you'd like to say, pop it in the chat. Alternatively, go to our Discord. Ben, the website for that is?
theswitchisland.com/discord.
Caught 'em on the fly. That's what I'm here to do. I am Dan. I'm going to be hosting today. I'm going to wing it because we've got no fucking news to talk about, but the only news we really want to discuss is the fact that there isn't any news. What is happening with Nintendo at the moment? I'm getting a little bit bored of it all. Anyone else? Waving? Ben? Come on.
Sorry, I've got my headphones half on my face.
Very sexy.
I don't know. What do you expect? Really? I think we've all been
Games?
Spoiled by living in the norm, in normality, and at the moment it's the complete opposite of that. So I don't know how people can expect the same. Yeah, well, there's going to be a direct next month, definitely. Really, because no one is where they normally are, work-wise. Factories have shut down. People have got bigger things to worry about than keeping us satiated with more and more games every 2 weeks. I just think it's a bit unrealistic to have our usual expectations given, hey guys, there's a global pandemic going on.
What?
Yeah.
Is there?
Newsflash. So, I think, look, we've got plenty. I think I even said on a previous episode what I would most like from next year, and I might not have said it this year, it might have been the year before, is I'd like no games to come out. Because we've all got way too many games than we can play already. So let's just have a kind of, nothing for the rest of the year. Play your games you already got, you greedy bastards.
That was the most adult answer I think we've ever had on the podcast. I think that was... So, all right, moving on. Let's just leave it there. Andrew, are you as realistic as Ben is, I guess?
I mean, people have been asking for when was the last direct? Actually, we had like the indie one, didn't we? And then we had the mini one.
We had a mini one like a month
When
ago.
was the last proper direct? Yeah. So it's not like we've had nothing, I suppose.
No, exactly. And I think the last proper direct was like September.
Yeah.
But,
So it has been a while since that.
but
And you can't blame that all on.
They're giving us shit on Twitter though. Like they don't have. They're still telling us. They're still keeping us posted with what's going on. Like Andrew, I'm in a very argumentative mood.
You are. I'm just
Really?
going to leave you be.
I'm diving in. I'm going to argue with the guy. I think it's still slightly unacceptable. I think there's probably a shitload of shareholders out there going, why are Nintendo not taking advantage of the opportunity? Because I kind of see like Xbox and Sony doing that. You know, they're very much like still releasing their big IPs. They're still pumping out news about new consoles. You got Phil Spencer saying they're still pretty confident to deliver, their console later this year. Why wouldn't Nintendo at least drop some hints about what we're going to get in the second, third, fourth quarter? I don't get it. I still think it would be sensible to do that.
I think they will, but I just think knowing it, people saying, "Oh, where is it? Where is it?" They'll do it. They're a business, right? They'll do it when it makes business sense to them. They're not a traditionally run business in the, they do things to the beat of their own drum, to use a cliche, but they'll do it when the time's right for them as a company. But I just think high hopes, low expectations, people. That is a quote from Nintendo Dads, from Zach Erickson himself, and I'm passing that on to our listeners as well, because let's just be real, okay? We've all got enough games. Just be thankful for what we've got, okay, and hope that we get more in the future.
Could be that. Could be that. So all right. So that's how we feel about Nintendo. Are we interested in any other consoles at all at the moment? Andrew,
Yes.
we kind of spoke about this. Come on, Mike.
Well, as per our last discussion, Dan, I'm just I'm captivated by Persona 5 at the moment.
Yeah.
So I couldn't give a shit if Nintendo are underperforming or overperforming right now. I'm only interested in Persona 5. How have I taken this long to heed your advice and get my ass on that game? What an amazing game. And you're right, JRPG game changer. So PS4 is pretty much perfect for me at the moment.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think if Persona 5 came out on the Switch, we'd be very, very happy people. But
Well, I
alas-
know you think that. You've been saying that for years. And I agree. I completely agree. But it's currently on sale on PS4, £12 something. I'm 50 hours in with another 50 or so hours to go. What a bargain. This is seeing me through the entire lockdown.
that is an
Or
absolute
at least
bargain.
something for the speakeasy.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
can't, man. It's all I've been playing all week. It's great.
We may have issues on our video. I've just had a little look over on twitch.tv. But fuck it, we're going to carry on anyway. So
I was going to say, we're very pink at the moment.
we're very
Yeah,
pink.
like,
If
so-
that's the nature of it, then I've no idea why. And I'm already 2 rums in, and I've got a beer to nurse. And Ben's in an argumentative mood, so that's good enough for me. Let's just carry on.
All right, this is
Um,
the pink episode.
No, I'm not.
Title decided.
Fuck off, Dan. Goes on top of the,
The
shelf.
sound is fine on Twitch, I should just say so.
Yeah,
Good.
it's fine. It's okay.
All is not lost.
Well, I'll tell you what we could do. We could just do the intro again and then maybe come back and maybe that'll fix it. Do you want to keep on looking? For the audio listeners, I'm sure they're going to have some fun. Here we go.
Let's go. Mamma mia!
I will get rid and
Oh, it's-
see if that's the difference.
It's still purple. I do not get it. I have no idea why.
Very strange.
Isn't that interesting? I'm sure we'll figure out. Mike, where have you gone?
I'm
Hang
here.
on.
I'm
I
here.
think it might-
Your video's
Hang
gone
on.
off.
I'm still.
I think
Oh,
I'm back.
Oh,
It's-
no.
it's-
Oh, that's really confusing. Now you're Andrew. And Andrew's you. What the hell happened there?
it's fine. It's fine now.
It's fine now.
All right. It
Yeah.
was my background throwing it off.
Oh, Mike.
We're back.
I mean, Andrew.
Are we live
hold
again?
on. Yes, we're live again, and we were live
All
anyway.
right.
Fucking
We're
hell.
back. Jesus Christ.
EP Macaulay just said you look like a clip from Night Trap. I don't know
Great
who's
game.
don't know who the sexy lady is, but it ain't
Shout
me.
out ESRB rating.
Oh, he's on his big chair again.
Hey.
Hey. All right, so we've kind of talked about how we haven't got any news. Should we just switch it up now?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Why not?
Should we just fuck it? Why not?
Oh, switch it up.
I absolutely love that little video and the little monkeys in it. Where they're doing all that shit. Ben,
Yeah,
you and me, we had a couple of drinks.
we did.
We did that. We had
Yeah.
some pizza.
Oh, it's nice.
That was really nice pizza. And then we played Streets of Rage 4 until completion.
We did.
Completion of the game.
Well,
Well,
maybe for you. Yeah, we certainly did then.
I thought it
Yep.
was quite fun. I enjoyed it.
was
Do we want to talk about it a little bit on the forum and the podcast that we usually do that kind of stuff?
It seems like as good a place as any to talk about a video game, doesn't it?
I think
That
that's
we've
a good idea. I did good idea. Where should we start? What's your
Let's
kind of
start.
key point? Come on.
Hey, let's start with the facts,
Okay.
shall we? We received this code for Streets of Rage 4 from the publisher, .emu or .emu or .emu. Don't know how to pronounce it. It's
.emu.
retailing for £22.49p and it was released on the 30th of April 2020. Those are the facts, Dan.
It's a nice fact.
Yeah.
You know what? What fact? Just kind of doing my usual flitting nature stuff. What we all drinking, by the way? I haven't asked. Let's see those drinks. I completely forgot.
What fact?
I've got-
I'm
Andrew's on the
I'm on-
mild.
on the free verse.
India Pale Ale.
There we go. Finished the wine. I got the 2 cans on the go.
Oh,
Hope you enjoy
I saw
those
you
facts.
down that wine. That you really down that that wine you were having. My God.
Well, you know, when the video's fucking up, you need some French courage.
why?
French courage. I like that. All right, so back to the facts, Ben. Sorry, serious face.
Yeah, Streets of Rage 4. So yeah, we played it start to finish on stream.
Mhm.
First point worth noting, the invite system. I think this is the first game to make use of the baked-in Nintendo friend invites,
Yep.
and it worked pretty well, as you would expect a modern console to work. Just
Well, it didn't.
surprising.
I was going to say it didn't quite work at first, but then I realised I hadn't switched my internet on, so that might have been why. We don't know. It could be Nintendo. It could have been me not
Nintendo.
switching my internet on. Who knows? But yeah, it was pretty seamless. It appeared in an area of the Nintendo Switch that I never even knew about existed until we had to try and find it. There was no natural prompt on the screen. I think that's probably fair to say. It just kind of came up the usual notification thing in the top left corner, and I had to go and find it in the menu. But pretty fucking easy. It's all right.
Yeah, as soon as you did find it, we were in, weren't we? So
We're in, yeah, straight away,
Yeah.
straight onto
Good.
the second player screen. So it was good.
exactly. And the yeah, I mean the game itself is, if you like Streets of Rage, if you like brawlers or belt scrollers, this is just going to be right up your alley. And as far as remakes go, I think this is exactly how a remake should be made. Like, it took all the core elements that made the first games good, and it's just elevated them to make them modern. So the graphics, sound, even the gameplay is a few extra layers of complexity. And I honestly, I loved every single minute, all 3 hours of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 hours of. We had to do a couple of levels twice, and we had to ramp up our lives at one point, but everyone had kind of switched off by that stage, so we were quite happy to do it. And we both got kids, and we're not ashamed to say we wanted to try and get some beauty sleep, if there's such a thing anymore.
I was
But
going to say, because you mention it now, 22 quid, 3 hours, value for money. Where'd you place it?
I'm still listening to the music from it, and
Okay.
that's entered my coveted liked section on Spotify. So that's now going to be part of like my daily stream and my daily plays. In terms of how the gameplay was, I was really honest with Ben and said, like, I've only got experience of Double Dragon and Golden Axe and those two games, that kind of subgenre of that fighting style. So yeah, no prior nostalgia for Streets of Rage, but even so, the art style gripped me. I felt nostalgic, weirdly enough. It hit that beat, and then as soon as the transition between the music of when you've got the usual the main composer, and then it goes into like the Japanese composers for the fight scenes and certain sections, that hit nostalgia really, really well. Oh, I just got that "oh yeah" in my ears. Neoprime is now following. Thank you, Neoprime33. Yeah, first one. And a Pikachu was rubbing its cheeks like that. I'll do it later for you guys. It's okay.
You'll have to let us know every time, by the way, because
Yeah.
we can't hear
Yeah,
that audio.
It's so fucking loud in my earphones. I'm really sorry for anyone that's listening at home, because you've now got that in your ear. But just make sure make you feeling warm and fuzzy inside that your friends are getting follows. That should be good. and we're nearly at whatever the status is that they call it. We're middle-aged, we don't care. Anyway, back on point. So that nostalgic beat, the way that it played, the music that was in it, it was difficult at first to get into. It's quite a tricky game. We played on normal setting.
Yeah, it's hard. It is hard.
I found it really, but I just loved it. I thought it was super, super fun. And for what, 23 quid you said before?
Yeah.
I still think that's a steal for a decent game like that.
Definitely. When you think, I know times have moved on, but the original games were AAA games of their time. They were full price. They would have been 60 quid, 50, 60 pounds now. And I, like, speaking to the longevity of it, I today just felt that itch that I want to play through that again. I want to try it with a different character, not necessarily a different co-op partner, Dan, but just try it again and see what, because there's loads of secrets you can uncover. I don't think we found any, but I think you can unlock retro stages that are from the original games. You can unlock the characters from the original games. There's just a lot of depth to it. I think it's quite easy to dismiss. Okay, it's just a 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up, but like I was watching so you can tell how into it I am. I was watching a digital Foundry breakdown of it.
Oh god, he wants the stats.
And it's phenomenal when you see the effort that's gone into making it look that good.
Yeah.
Because it's all completely hand-drawn art. And then they've got this like effects layer on top of it. The reflections of the light bounce off the water or bounce off the character's shoulders. So when they're moving around, the light changes, and it's just like we look at it and we think, okay, that's a great looking game. But when you see the effort and the artistry and the reverence for the actual series that's gone into this game, it just comes out of every part of it. And yeah, it's game of the year for me so far. Easily. That's interesting. I was extremely hyped to play this game, as I made fairly evident anyway. But it's exceeded my expectations, to be honest.
Okay,
Nice.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That's yeah, I think it's something that I would happily co-op with Soph, and I think she'd really enjoy the game. Like I said, I'm man enough to admit that the way through it was kind of carved out by the fact that you knew your way around this game a little bit better than I did. And I think that probably helped certain parts. There were certain bosses at the end where I was just dead and my lives were gone and you were fighting on. Yeah, I think the killer app for me was thinking, yeah, I could see just having mates around that don't really have any modern game favors, or don't play any modern consoles, and instead of sticking FIFA on, I'd probably bang Streets of Rage 4, turn the music up, turn the other sound system down, and then just play that with them and drink beers. So it was a hell of a lot of fun, and one of the best streaming sessions, if not one of the only streaming sessions I've ever done. But it was a whole lot of fun.
The best one this week, I think.
Yeah, this week. But what are we doing this weekend? Just very quickly, we're doing Rocket League.
Are we doing Rocket League, or are we doing Jackbox Party Pack?
That's a good point.
3? Perhaps a Twitter poll, Andrew. What do you think?
Well, yeah, you know, I love a Twitter poll.
I know, yeah, and a Twitter poll's just got me playing Goonie. But come on, Andrew, you can decide for us what we're going to play. You're the Jackbox guy, and I bought it now, so.
Yeah, you have. Well, I mean, I like both. Jackbox you'd probably quite enjoy, so go with Jackbox, I guess.
Go with the old Jackbox. Okay, cool. How many players can we get with that? Jackbox 8?
It depends on the game, but most are 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, main players, but then you can have literally hundreds making up the audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like one of our streams.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Hi, hundreds. Hi.
I like that. Come on, chaps. Anybody else been playing anything of note? Anyone? Any games you want to talk about? Andrew, Mike?
Well, I feel it's blasphemous, man. I can't really talk about PlayStation games.
You've been playing
here.
Blasphemous. Excellent.
Great game.
Great game, mate. Great game. I did actually play the demo for that. Seems like a nice little 2D Dark Souls-esque Metroidvania, but didn't go any further than the demo. Probably wait till it's heavily reduced because I don't like punishing myself that much. Well, I need a few drinks first anyway. But no, I've been I've been flat out Persona 5 man all week, so I feel like I can't really talk about it here. Needs to be on the speakeasy.
I think we'll have to save it for
Or,
speakeasy.
or should, the way I
But-
can talk about it is by saying Persona 5 needs to be on Switch.
That's a really, really good way, and the only way that I've ever been able to speak about it for far too many
I
episodes.
think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
For 2 years.
Yeah. Ben was
Yeah,
gonna come up with
I
something horrible.
want it.
Go on. What were you going to say?
I want it on Switch, or it's the one game that makes me think I could be turned to get a traditional console, get a PS4 or a PS5. That and Spider-Man, I think, are the two.
Spider-Man's
I'm like-
so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spider-Man's pretty
this,
cool.
This is a Switch podcast, Ben. So could you
Oh,
kindly
no,
cut
but
that
I'm
crap
never
out?
allowed on the speakeasy, so I'm just trying to bring it up now.
This is a Nintendo podcast right here.
Yeah, podcast, please.
I think, yeah, I've said it so many times on the podcast before, but with Persona 5, if it ever did come to Switch, it would sell a shit ton. And I think, Mike, now that you've played it, it's one of those games, it would just be a dead cert that you pick up again. Just to play that on the go, and just to see it run on a different console would be magical.
Well, it's. I don't want to go into it too much because, like I said, I was saying to you before we started, Dan, I feel like we genuinely do need a standalone Persona 5 episode.
yeah.
It's such a long ass game. There's so many points to make about it. There's no point even starting to talk about it here.
Can you just do me a massive favour then? So I have been playing Persona 5 Royal, which is just a slightly different version of the game. Let's just talk about the very first heart that you have to steal. And
Okay.
I think in essence that will push Ben over the edge. If
All
you know,
right, okay.
you know why.
All right.
So
All right.
let's. You're
Bear in
brilliant.
mind, this
Come
is
on.
like this ends. You steal the first heart, which is a weird ass sentence on its own. Is the end of what you would sort of think of as the tutorial section,
Yeah.
and it's about 10 hours.
Yeah.
In. So if you haven't got time, like don't bother or good luck. But yeah, no, I'm happy to talk about that as a sort of a way to get Ben in and others listening, because seriously, it's so fucking good.
Thank you. I feel so vindicated by this.
It's so good. You should. You should. I feel like you bring it up every podcast and everyone sort of laughs you off. But it's so good. I can't believe it.
Lewis wouldn't. You know what? Actually, Lewis probably would, because there isn't a lot of weeb shit in it. There is like a lot, but it's not like.
There is, but compared to a lot of JRPGs, it's not. And there's hardly any. There is again some. It's a JRPG, but there's a distinct absence of all the misogynistic crap that turns me off other JRPGs.
Which brings you
Like-
very,
like-
very nicely onto the very first heart that you have to steal.
Yeah, it's about a pervy teacher.
Yes.
who's abusing his kids and hitting on other kids. It's
Banging some of them and like, yeah. And he's
Yeah.
he's a gym teacher. Oh, fucking hell, so cool.
Oh,
Come
it's
on, Mike.
great,
Tell,
yeah.
tell the story. I'll waffle. You know what I'm like.
Oh God. So again, we touched on this last time, but the game is essentially about a group of kids who find that they have the ability to harness their inner selves, as it were, for lack of a better term, their
Persona,
Yes.
persona,
Thank you, Ben.
if you will, to coin
for
a
lack of a
phrase.
better term.
Yeah, and they also discover that they have the power to go to a place called the metaverse, in which other people's distorted desires are materialized, and in that place they can use their personas to battle their way through in a turn-based, very JRPG battling style. These places called palaces, these materialized versions of people's distorted desires, in order to steal their hearts, i.e., change their desires. So they use this to change the personalities of horrible people like this perverted teacher to make them not perverted anymore. I mean, they're not all perverts. The game does change it up quite a bit. This is the first 10 hours of a 100 or so hour game. But the thing that got me about Persona 5 anyway, I have looked up since some stuff about the previous Persona games. Surprising to see this is the first game in 8 years. Persona 4 was on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Baffling. Absolutely baffling.
I mean, Golden was a little bit later on the Vita, but I
Golden
can't
was, yeah,
remember.
sort of the revamped version on the Vita.
Have you got
which I
that?
looked today to see if that was on. No. In
Have
fact, it
you
makes
got a
me want to
Vita?
rebuy a Vita.
If you
I
want a
traded it
Vita,
in.
I might send you mine for a little while.
You
and
might
I've
have
got-
to send me yours, and
and I've
I'll
got Persona
download
on it, so
Persona
that's
4.
fine. I'll happily do that for you.
Sorted. I'm happily do that. Yeah. little bit shorter than that. It's only 8 hours. Only.
Only.
But oh fuck, where is it? The thing that struck me about Persona 5 was how stylish it is. How in everything it does, I sort of look at these small details, or I look at the art direction, or the music, or the choices it makes. That when we did our direct podcast, I don't know how many weeks ago, we saw the trailer for Bravely Default 2.
Yeah.
And the comment I made then was, you might as well call this game JRPG the game.
Yeah.
Because it does nothing different from
that.
any JRPG. And it feels like JRPGs are trope city, as it were. The 4 crystals, the 4 heroes of various elements, and the magic has gone from the world, and the this, that, and the other. Persona 5 is so different from any JRPG I've played before. And it's just a massive breath of fresh air.
So there we go.
And right, this is a big one for me. And again, this is all stuff I wanted to go into on if we do a Persona 5 podcast. I always say how my
doing it.
wall for a game, this is it now. My wall for a game is 40 hours.
Yeah.
Once it gets to 40 hours, I really can't be bothered with it anymore. I hit the 50-hour mark on Persona 5 today, and I'm still raring to go. So if that isn't the best acclaim I can give it, I don't know what to say.
I just love how happy he is. I've never seen him this
so
happy before.
happy, man.
That's
I
brilliant.
can't believe
I've never
I
seen him
left it
this
this long.
infused by a game.
I'm
Normally
so
quite.
happy. It's
Yeah.
so good.
It's just, if the right
Wow.
person plays this game, it hits
Oh,
very,
fuck me.
very hard. And Ben, it will.
It would hit hard, wouldn't it?
All I'm saying is, if you don't choose to get a PlayStation, hold off. I'm getting a PlayStation 5 day one, and I will send you the Pro, and you can play it then. At that point, that's very worst case scenario, so that'll be the back end of the year, I reckon. Yeah, it's a while to wait, but I think it'd be worth it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's plenty of other stuff to play, isn't there? But yeah, it's. Yeah, that sounds really good.
One day,
He's
one day
just gonna
soon.
wait till it comes to Switch. You know he is.
I think it's got to come to Switch as well. I think it is one of those games that they've teased, and they've even the fact that we haven't really got a Western version of Scramble, is it, or Scrabble, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that hasn't come over yet, it's just a little bit weird. I don't know. So it make a shit ton of money for Nintendo, and make a shit ton of money for Atlas and Sega. So why not? Why the hell not?
Well, this is why Persona 4 is Golden anyway. Was the handheld remake? Why is that not on Switch?
Yeah, again, I
That's
have
true.
no idea if it's exclusive. I don't know if it's same
Old
same
ass
problems.
games do so well on that system.
Oh yeah, especially if they remake them, or not remake them, but redo the graphics slightly and put a badge on it, speed up 5 times, then Ben will jib it off after 45 minutes. But that's fine. Very, very
But
quickly.
the other way to do it, Xenoblade Chronicles,
Yes.
coming out at the end of this month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking
that's
of
it.
games that are coming out,
Wait for that. There's a fucking
I'm gonna
whole
get-
segment for that, Ben. I've got a fucking slide for that, mate.
I didn't realise there was any structure to this conversation.
There isn't normally. All right, don't call us out for the 4 viewers that we've got at the moment. Just very, very quickly before we move on, NeoPrime33, our latest subscriber, said, "I didn't hear, but did you guys get to try Ninjala? Mike, have you played it any more since it came? Or you just been Persona?"
I missed. What they had 3 hours of the beta trial at 3 separate times. I played 2 matches in an hour and then didn't pick it up for the third one. The second hour was at 4 a.m. UK time, so I'm not getting up to play Ninjala at 4 a.m.
That'd be a little bit extreme.
Yeah. Oh, it was good. It was good, and I'm ready for it to come out, and it's going to be free to play, so I'm happy. I picked up the Splatoon demo, which was free this week, and I think is still going on, and I preferred Ninjala to Splatoon, so it was my first time playing both. Yeah. I honestly, I didn't get on with Splatoon at all.
I'm still
Hot
more. It's still a game. Very hot take. Still a game I really, really want to play with you guys as well. Because in the same way that we got 2 into Fortnite, I could kind of see like Splatoon 2 grabbing us, but not as much as that game. And I think it would be really fun just to play for a couple of sessions, a couple of beers. Hopefully, one of our streaming nights soon.
Well, there we go. Why don't we put that on the Twitter poll? Just add it as a third option.
Splatoon
Yeah.
2. So what was it?
Yeah.
Splatoon 2, Rocket League.
Jackbox Party Pack 3 and Rocket League, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Or number 4, just cry and kissing a corner. I'll just do that. That'll work.
Yep.
Andrew, what have you been playing, mate? Have you been playing anything of note, or you just happy to be here?
Just have to be here.
Just listening.
Just in the corner. It's fine. I mean, I've not been playing a huge amount. Like, work has just taken over my life. Unfortunately.
Oh, you've got
I've played
Job Simulator as well. Great
yeah,
game.
Yes,
Love
well.
it.
it's a good game.
I'm
Actually.
the
I love
stapler.
it. But I've played, as is my way, I've played bits of some games.
Yeah.
So, that's what I do.
fine.
And the games have been playing Arms. I got that recently,
Okay.
and that has been very, very good. So was that a launch title? Am I thinking
Yeah,
right?
I
Arms
think
is a
so.
launch
It
title.
was.
It's in the launch
Yeah.
year.
Ish.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Launch a couple of
few
months.
months in.
bit late to the party, but that's pretty good. And that was again free demo. Two demos, but free demo for Arms came out, and that kind of lured me in. It's a really good fighting game, like a surprisingly deep and interesting fighting game. So I was really surprised by that.
Do you play with motion controls, or are you
Yes.
using the buttons?
I tried it with the Pro controller, and it just didn't feel responsive enough. So it's much more responsive with the Joy-Con for sure. So you feel like when you're punching, it's like 1-to-1 motion. That's much better, I think. So
Andrew,
I prefer it. Yes.
would it be fair to say that Arms has legs?
Oh, fuck.
Yes, Dan. Yeah.
We have been the Switch Island. Good night.
Oh, that's right. He's
Yeah,
wearing a
right.
snapback and he just dabbed. Take that, kids.
I wanted to quickly mention a couple of other games, just because I can't speak much about one game, so I thought I'd just speak very briefly about three.
Just before we move on from Arms,
Yeah.
I just want to say, I played it a weekend or two ago as well, with my whole family, including my 2-year-old, and that's the first
wow.
video game he's ever played. And that
Oh,
and he
really?
was just swinging his arms around, and he had no idea what he was doing, obviously. But that was quite a big moment to have his first
Yeah.
game, and just happened to be Arms, so mediocre
Oh.
fighting that nobody likes.
That we got shit ton of promo material for. That was
Oh, really?
Oh, it's one of Arms, Keyring. No, be alright.
No, what's Arms? No, it is a good. I love that game. Colourful.
I'm surprised it wasn't better. Like, it didn't do better. Like, it didn't sell that well, did it? I didn't
It
think,
was-
comparatively.
Absolutely, just put that out to die. That game.
Yeah.
It released
Mm.
between Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 8 in the space of like 2 or 3 months. So
Right.
it was. I don't think they had enough confidence in it. So
Yeah.
Same as they
Yeah.
did with Daemon X Machina. They thought,
Yeah.
actually, this is probably a bit mediocre, not fully baked. Well, let's sling it out. It'll plug a little hole. But
What's the
shame.
What's the
Shame.
player base like now? Because obviously they did the demo presumably to revitalize it.
Mm.
Is it easy getting into matches now? Are you matched
Mm.
fairly? Is there even a competitive mode?
I mean, there is, but I either played single player or I think I played a few games against Mark. So I was matching with people I knew, but I think I did play maybe one game with somebody else, and so there were other people about. But like you say, it probably was as a result of the demo. A few people got it because I think it went on sale straight afterwards as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, and I don't know. Nintendo obviously think there's something to it because the Smash characters are coming.
Yeah.
And they did the whole demo thing, so that it feels like perhaps they're moving towards either a sequel or they just want to see if a sequel is possible by kind of seeing what people's reactions are to the Smash characters and to the demo. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I enjoyed it. And I am enjoying it. So definitely want to play more of it. It's a nice take on the fighting genre, I think, and I don't think enough people have given it a fair shake. So,
And it's got the
yeah.
best. It's got the best online lobby system that Nintendo have ever put in a
Pretty
game.
good.
It's
Yeah,
superb. So.
and decent
Yeah.
music as well. The music's pretty good too.
Oh.
Okay.
Cracking game. Sorry, Andrew.
It's all right.
Can't
Sorry.
segue out of that. That's absolutely fine. Carry on, Andrew. Please.
The other Nintendo game I was going to talk about was Good Job, because I don't think we've really talked about that either, and that's one of the ones that has been mentioned. It was the Direct, wasn't it? It was the mini Direct that came up as like a shadow drop. And it's a puzzle game not made by Nintendo, but published by Nintendo. It's a really stylized puzzle game where you play as like the son of the owner of the company, and you start on the ground floor, and you kind of brought in to do odd jobs around the company, and you go in and there's different levels, so you might have to like reroute the internet, like reroute the Ethernet adapter into the plug, or plug a projector in, or get a bunch of workers into the same room. And there's just a load of different. You can do it the right way, as in you can find the answer to the puzzle, by opening a certain door, plugging something in, and doing it that way. Or you can just be ridiculously destructive and just kind of throw things everywhere. Like you can pick up the water cooler and just take it around and kind of like just pour water everywhere. And it all has physics, so you can do that, and things will slide and people will flip over.
What rewards you more, doing it properly or doing it in a silly way?
It's weird. So I think you get a better grade for doing it properly, but you get more points for doing like stupid stuff, because you get points for breaking things, and you get points for like all sorts of stupid stuff. So yeah, you get a better grade for doing it properly, but you get way more points for just breaking as much stuff as possible. So yeah, kind of rewards you either way.
I remember again when we were talking about this after the Direct, when it was announced, I said this looked a bit like a YouTuber game or a Twitch game, in that it's more fun to watch someone entertaining play it and comment on it than it would be to actually buy it and play it on your own. Does that hold up? Am I right? Or
I've had fun playing it on my own, and nobody's been watching me stream it, so
I've been watching you, Andrew.
We've all been watching you.
I wondered where that camera came from. No, so it's
okay.
No, it's good, and it's worthwhile. It's possibly a little bit high in price, which is probably why a lot of people haven't gone for it. But it's worth it. It's worth the go. And there's a lot of levels, so it's definitely worth a try.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm tempted by it. It does look cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's got a really nice art style.
And I like what Nintendo are doing with these kind of indie devs, and just publishing like they did with the Stretchers as well.
Yeah.
Same price, I think it was $17.99. It's like, yeah, good. See, they're putting games out, guys.
They are, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, have another drink. He's getting argumentative. I think that ties quite nicely into the sweet releases. Sweet releases. Sweet release. I mean, sorry, boys. Has anybody got the Nintendo website open? Come on, lead me through this. I'm having a beer. I've done enough reading today.
I mean, I do, but it was on a page ready for something I want to talk about later. Hang on.
I've got one off the top of my head, though, if you want.
Go on.
On the 7th of May, Thunderful Publishing are releasing Lonely Mountains Downhill for £17.99. And
yes.
We have actually got a code for that. And wonderful. Lewis and I have been playing it and have been thoroughly loving it so far.
Very cool.
We will share our thoughts probably on the next pod. But yeah, early signs are cracking game.
Are we allowed to talk about it? Or are we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I think. I mean, it's been out.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. You know what?
Whatever.
We're so punk. Yeah, no, we are. It's fine. It's so effectively you're a mountain biker at the top of a mountain, and you have to find your way down to the bottom. It's as simple as that. It's got a very kind of low poly art style, very simplistic graphics, but beautiful, kind of in a Firewatch kind of way. Okay. You're out there in the wilderness. Not that I'm trying to sell it to you, Dan.
Stop flirting with me, Ben.
But the art style of Ollie Moss is just fantastic. So it's got that look about it, and it's got no music in it whatsoever. So if you can just picture it, a downhill mountain biking game that is tranquil rather than like an extreme sport. So you've got the sounds of the wind, the sounds of your bike kind of creaking as you go over a bump, birds chirping, cowbells in the field next door, and it's so chilled out. And then you just slam into a rock, explode into blood, and then your body just tumbles down the mountain, and it's hilarious. So
that sounds interesting.
It's a really really good game, and I think both Lewis and I have been quite surprised. It's a shame he's not here because he's played it a lot more than I have, but absolutely loving it. And it's got leaderboards, online leaderboards, so that will anyone that likes that sort of thing will get a big kick from it. But love it, absolutely love it so far.
So when's that out? Sorry, is that out in a moment?
On the 7th.
7th.
On the 7th. Apologies. So that's on the 7th. So we need
Yeah.
the sweet releases to take us up from the 5th, which is today when we're recording, all the way up until the 10th, which is the 11th, which is the Monday.
Say no
Was
more.
Anybody else?
I got you, boo.
You got me, boo? Come on, mate.
I got you, boo.
Fire through him.
Well, so I'm on the coming soon pages, and actually it starts on the 7th. We've got Cloud Base Prime.
Okay.
Anyone? No? Anyone? Dust? No? Then coming out, The Bullet, Time of Revenge, which, if you have a look at any of the screenshots for this, looks like a pretty awful mobile port. It could be amazing. Don't hold me to that.
Tennis
but...
Club Story, did you just say, sorry?
Hey?
What game was that you've just said?
The Bullet, Time of Revenge.
You are skipping out a lot of them, Sunshine. Tennis
Oh,
Club
I'm on the-
Stories on the 7th.
I'm on NintendoGames.com, bro. Nintendo.com/games/coming soon.
.co.uk, Sunshine.
Ah,
Hey.
co.uk, man. You got it best.
I'll see you, America. I'll raise you. Europe. They'll send
I've
Ellie
got
old
my-
Tosh too. Go on, Andrew. What have you got?
Go on.
.gr.
Do I want to read all of them, or are we just reading ones that look interesting?
I think just ones that
This is
look
a lot.
interesting. But I'm going to make you play one of them, bearing in mind that Lewis has been
Oh,
playing,
God.
what was it, Vroom into the Night Sky for last week, and he hates
That's
me.
true.
But I was very, very quickly
true.
going to say Tennis Club Story, £11.69. It's a Kairosoft
Yeah.
game. Like, they're awesome. They're really, really fun. But
Yeah, it is.
£11.69 is quite a lot for a game that I think you can buy on
It's a
iOS.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason they price them is like that is so they can do 90% off every
true.
2 weeks.
So cynical.
That's true.
It's true, damn it.
What else looks interested? You know what? Neoprime 33 has just said Void Bastards come out for you guys? Question
Yes.
mark. That is
Yep.
out on the 7th. What day is
Yes.
today? Tuesday, Wednesday, that's out on Thursday. That's £24.99. Have we seen into this one? I'll get the blurb up and I shall
Yeah,
give you a
published
little...
by Humble Bundle, isn't it, or Humble, whatever they're called. And they published Slay the Spire, which I love. So, cogito ergo sum, might be a good game.
Forget everything you know about first-person shooters, Void Bastards asks you to take charge, not just point your gun and fire. Your task is to lead the ragtag Void Bastards at the Sagrasso Nebula. Sorry, Lewis, then. You make the decisions, where to go, what to do, and who to fight. And then you must carry out that strategy in the face of strange and terrible enemies. So yeah, that is £24.99. That is out on Thursday. That looks interesting. Cool.
Void Bastards.
Void
Great name.
Say that in the Scottish accent, and I'll do the Northern.
You void
not fair.
bastard!
That's like that sounded like something out of Game of Thrones.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
You void bastard! You're the void bastard, yeah. Ed Stark's bastard. You void bastard.
Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Coming
Yeah.
out on the 12th, is that right?
Right, if this is coming so soon,
Is it?
why didn't we see more of this on the Direct?
Because it's an N64 game, so it looks
Like
disgusting.
shit.
Yeah.
Also,
You're gonna
talk
vomit when
about
you
me
play it.
skipping stuff. You've just gone to the 12th.
Well, it's
I thought we
not
were
even
just picking
online.
what-
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it's been muted to be coming out on the 12th, but whether it actually is or not, I don't know. Because
Right.
Nintendo.
I could see that. What about Jay
Yeah.
and Silent Bob Mall Brawl on the 7th? This looks like a weird, desperate
I've got
tie-in
that
game.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah. That is a desperate tie game.
With a new film coming out this year, next year.
Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
Should we talk about Persona 5 again, guys?
Oh, guys, yeah, let's do it.
Let's just do that. Don't. might just enjoy himself too much then. Megabyte Punch, £13.49 on the 8th. Read 2 is £4.99 on the 8th. Jet Lancer, that's 100% a Pete game. That's £13.49 on the 12th. and Hunt Down on the 12th as well, £70.99.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah, we've got a bit far, haven't we?
We have.
Also, I was like, what are you looking at? I'm looking at it in dollars price.
Yeah,
There's one
because
here that we
hammered.
I have to mention. So there's one here, 8th of May, Feathery Ears. Just the name of the game. So that's $8.99, a retro-styled 3D platformer that lets players come at challenges from whatever angle you want. Feathery Ears. Interesting.
Yeah, really interesting. So out of any of those,
You sound so interested.
interesting. Anything?
I mean,
jumping out?
I can say with confidence, go and buy Lonely Mountains Downhill. It is fantastic. So that's my pick.
Yeah.
Having played it.
Fair enough.
The only other one on there that's even worthwhile by the looks of things is Void Bastards. So yeah, everything else looks a bit
Just look a bit,
You Void Bastards.
I am just looking for a game that I'm going to make you guys play. So can I maybe just ask for you to talk amongst yourselves for like 2 seconds, just while I focus on something?
All right,
for once?
guys. Right. So what it is about Persona 5, right?
Oh God!
Don't start him off.
No.
Nintendo, please bring out some games.
No. All right. Oh, well, I was going to say it's just past the point of the sweet releases window, but there's a new Oddworld game coming soon. Next week we can talk about
Okay.
that.
Cool.
I like the Oddworld series. I think it's classic series. Good games all round. Anyone else sort of Munch's Odyssey? I don't know who the fuck Munch is.
Was that? I think I played Abe's Odyssey on the PlayStation.
Yeah. That's
That the one that's like
Follow me. Okay.
that one.
yes. That's the one. Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right, I've just picked the game that you're going to play, and it's going to cost me £13.49 out the kitty, but it is worth it.
Brilliant.
Looking at prices.
No, you know what? Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it, because you will ruin it before we go to Indie in a Bottle. Indie in a Bottle, chaps. Do you remember what this game was? Any of you? No? Welcome
Vaguely.
to no, vaguely. Welcome to Indie in a Bottle, the internet smash sensation. 2 episodes, not really. Where one of you bozos is going home with a shit game. It says that on the script. Well, what's this all about then? You're all going to work together in the first round to answer some questions, with the eventual number of correct answers that eventually picks the game from 1 to 5. So depending on what answer you give me, I've got 5 different games in my list, and depending on the answers you give, I will pick the game out of those numbers. The loser goes home with the game after we go to a sudden death round. Do you want to know what the game is yet, or should we do the first part? As in the game.
Let's do the first part.
Let's do the first part. Let's just do the first part.
Suspense.
I'm
gonna
going
get
the chase, Mike, isn't it?
All right.
It is like the chase.
Yeah.
Except it's really not.
Oh, hold on. Let me get my book.
While he's doing that, have you noticed all of the chasers are all overweight? I noticed that the other night. It's weird, isn't it? There's like 5 of them, and they're all.
That is weird that you noticed that.
Yeah.
But no, now that you say that,
This
I
is
don't
like the
think I'm
chase.
gonna
Oh, you know
unnotice
what?
it.
They're all fat.
Like how Andrew Marr has no top lip. Once you notice it, you can't not.
Thanks.
All right, Andrew.
Okay, I'll play. Who?
Nice.
Carry on.
All right, guys. Just to let you know, Nintendo Elite Trivia by Matthew Jean. Okay, unofficial. Says on the very second page, this book is not licensed, authorized, or endorsed by Nintendo or any other game publisher, developer mentioned within. All names and trademarks are properties of the respectful owners. Yeah.
Every time you introduce him,
Got it.
Matthew Jean, I always picture him as Wyclef Jean's brother, and that makes me laugh. That he's just like his less successful brother.
Just really love
Right,
computer
Nintendo
games.
trivia.
Yeah.
And
He's
somehow in
writing
his
bangers,
family,
I'm writing trivia. What are you gonna do?
and somehow in his family, he's the disappointment. Anyway, the categories are: you've got every console, okay, and then we've also got the grab bag, bosses and enemies, box art, or the elite trivia round. So, Andrew, I'm going to start with you, Sunshine. Which
Okay.
round do you want to go to first?
What were they again?
It's a podcast, Andrew. Come on, mate. All of the
I
different
think you just picked
consoles.
for us last time, didn't you, Dan?
I did just
to save
pick for
this
you.
pain.
Save this pain.
Can I pick
Christ
any
on-
console?
Well, you fucked that now. I'm going to pick.
I'll go GameCube.
No, tough
damn
luck.
you.
It's going to go on the 3DS. So we're going to page 70. I need a little tune, don't I? Page 70. Okay, or the Virtual Boy 2, as it is better known in some households. That's what Matthew Jean wrote. Fucking disappointment. Okay,
Wow.
pick a number from 1 to 20, please. Anyone?
14.
17.
I'm going to go with Mike, because Andrew refused to answer before.
Thanks.
Which of...
Refuse. Wow.
Don't interrupt me. 17. Which of these is not the name of a league in WarioWare Gold?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, you picked it. Ultra, Retro, Mash, or Twist. So which one of these is not the name of a league in WarioWare Gold? Ultra, Retro, Mash, or Twist?
Has anyone played this?
A little bit.
It's incidentally, it is a pick for the Switch Island all-inclusive exclusive club, so we should know this.
Should really. Done your research.
Got
Can't
rejected.
remember who.
It's
can't remember
it's
who
one of the
played it.
it's one of the last two. It's one of the last two because the first one's because it's a mixture of all the old WarioWare mini games. So
Yeah.
retro
Retro's
was like the
fine.
old ones.
Do you want a hint?
Sure.
I think it's Twist, Andrew. I think you're right. Because how would
Yeah.
they implement Twist on the 3DS?
Just going to say my hint was that Andrew has never got a question right on this game show. So do with that as you will.
Right. Brilliant.
I'm not going to play this
Um,
particular game show.
Who picked this for Desert Island cartridges, and can we call them up easily?
Nope. Come on.
No, it was Perry Burkham who picked it. Who picked WarioWare DIY, and we rejected him. You rejected him, Mike, if you
I
recall.
did, because it's WarioWare.
Oh, this is
but-
sweet, bittersweet for him, isn't it? Going to tell Perry about this.
Yeah.
What are you going for? Ultra, Retro, Mash, or Twist?
I think Twist.
I think it's-
I reckon Twist.
Yeah, Ultra or Twist. So let's go with Twist.
You're all wrong. It is Retro.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Okay. Well done. So
Brilliant.
Okay.
you do not want to be on 0 out of 5. Put it that way. Okay, I'm going to go to grab bag number 76. So let's go there.
Oh.
I love this book. Such a good book. Okay, set 3, question 3. Oh, of all amiibo created for a Fire Emblem, of all amiibo created for a Fire Emblem character, which is the only one not to feature a sword?
Right, so it's someone with blue hair.
Tiki. Is it Tiki? Tiki? Because she's like a little fairy creature.
Is there an amiibo of her though?
Yes, in Japan only. It doesn't
Oh,
come out
okay.
here.
Well, then go with that. You're the weeper of.
I was going to say, but I've never played any Fire Emblem games, so you're on your own.
I
here.
mean, I'm pretty sure it's like so. There's some that have books, but I think they also have swords. Like Robin has a book, but I'm pretty sure he also has a sword. So I'm pretty sure it's Tiki. Tiki. Tiki.
Final
Yeah.
answer?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Locked in. He's fucking got it right. You know what?
Oh,
Well
yes,
done,
that's
mate. I
one
think
shot right.
that is the nerdiest weeb thing we've ever had
Yeah.
on the podcast. That was fair play.
Look at his little face as well. Brilliant.
Look at it. It's taken us
Can't see it, but
49.
the body pillow is just out of shot, so he's just
Yeah.
glancing over to check. What? No sword there.
It's taken us 49 episodes, but we've finally reached that status. It's wonderful. All right.
Well, it's good to have a decent teammate, to be honest. No offense, Lewis, if you're listening.
Yeah, get well, mate. All right. Okay. Ooh, great. Question 5. Which of these Nintendo GameCube titles required 2 discs? Killer 7, Custom Robo, Star Fox Adventures, or Resident Evil 2?
Right,
Wasn't
Andrew, you're the
Resident
Resident Evil expert.
It wasn't Resident Evil 2 because
I
I've got
would be
that and it's one
amazed
disc.
If a Star Fox game needed 2 discs, why?
I don't
Why
think
would-
so. What was the second game?
Killer 7, Custom Robo, Star Fox Adventures, or Resi 2?
Oh, wait, did you say GameCube?
Yeah.
Right, it's a trick question, guys. They all needed 2 discs because they're all half the size. Clearly.
He's on the cider.
I'm a genius.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the first two, but I can't decide which one. Because I've got Resident Evil 2, definitely not that one. I'm pretty sure Star Fox Adventure is one, but I'm not even sure about that. It's a big game. I can tell you it's not the last one.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know. I got nothing.
I haven't heard of any.
Just
of them
pick one.
outside of the
There's
first
5 options.
Killer.
Pick one.
I
Let's say
haven't
Star
heard
Fox,
of.
I reckon.
I haven't heard of the second one.
Killer 7, Custom
Killer
Robo.
Robo. Custom Robo.
No, Custom Robo, wasn't it?
Yep,
No,
Custom.
Killer Robo. Okay.
1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or
Mike,
2. 50,
Mike,
50.
take a guess. Go on.
1.
Killer 7.
Yeah.
Sure.
You've got it right. Well done,
Oh!
boys.
Absolutely do it. Look at that.
Oh, Christ almighty. Okay. Next one. Question 8. But it's question 8 on here, but it's actually question 4 for you
It
guys.
feels like question 8.
It fucking does, doesn't it? Christ, like the chase, this. Chasing the end. What NES game was notably featured as an arcade machine in the 1989 film Back to the Future Part 2?
Oh. Do we have options? Because
No.
give me an. I know it. It's a gunslinger game.
Not if you've got an option.
Give me the options.
No, there aren't any.
Yes, there are. Shut up.
No, there isn't. It's just literally it asks for the game, and then I've gone to the answers and it tells me the game.
It's a gunslinger game, and he's really good at it. And the kid, who's played by Elijah Wood, says to him, "You have to use your hands. That's a baby's game." It's
When you say there's not a light gun involved, is there?
yeah, it's a light gun. It's a gunslinger game with a light
not-
gun.
Not Duck Hunt.
No, it's not Duck Hunt because he's shooting cowboys because it's the
Is it Gumshoe?
was that an arcade? It doesn't ring a bell.
That's all I've got, Mike.
All I know is it's a light gun game where he's shooting cowboys because it's foreshadowing the third one. Where he does the exact same thing. He quick fires the revolver and shoots all the plates in the third one, and he's doing the same thing in the.
There was a game called something Clive, but I don't know if that was a Nintendo game.
Gunman Clive. No, it's not that. That is a
Sexy Clive.
Gunman Clive. Great game.
That's not a game. That's a video you've watched.
Great
no, I
review
think-
on our website for Gunman Clive HD collection. Shout out, little plug there. But it's not. It's not Gunman
Right.
Clive.
I prefer Sexy Clive.
Gumshoe is all I can think of.
Okay, we should probably go for that.
I
We'd be here all night otherwise.
hope it's that. All I know is it's a light gun game where you
I'm
shoot
inclined
cowboys.
to try and nurse Mike along here. Gunman's right. Part of the answer's right, but the first word's wrong. You didn't get it, so
So hang on. So which
Gunman.
part?
Mun.
Gunman.
So Mun is right.
no,
Is that what-
No.
no.
something
Gunman.
Gunman, gunman.
Gunman, and is that the first part? Or
That's the second part. So the
Is it
first
like-
word.
Is it outlaw gunman or western gunman?
Oh,
or
you're
wild?
so close.
Wild Gunman?
He's got it. I'm going to give you Wild Gunman.
Yeah, fucking bring out the useless movie trivia. Come on.
What do you mean?
Thank you, Elijah Wood.
How
for
did
instilling
Matthew
that in
Jean
my
is
memory.
probably turning in his grave. Okay. Let me have a little look. Ooh, that's a good one.
Great films, by the way. Honestly, my favourite films.
Okay. A commercial for what Nintendo 64 game featured the song Happy Together by the Turtles?
A commercial for.
A commercial for what Nintendo 64 game featured the song Happy Together by the Turtles? Do you know the song?
Could it? Yeah.
No,
We're
you could
happy
sing-
together.
There you
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Could it be a Mario Party game or some sort of?
Banjo Kazooie, maybe.
Maybe.
Think about the irony of the song.
Oh, so people pitted against each other. Could be Mario Party then. Could be.
Could be something like horrific and grotesque.
Eyes up, please, Mike.
Oh, no, my phone's over
Fucking
there.
cheat. Know about your time travel and antics, you crook.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can kind of picture shooting and. But then, what would fit?
Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
Could it be Super Smash Brothers? Maybe.
Could. Odd choice. I have no idea. I never had an N64.
Neither.
Got lucky.
Ben, you've not given an answer to one yet, have you? You answer this. We'll leave it to you. It's your turn. You decide.
Throw him
worked
under
out
the
last
bus.
answer. Come on. Happy together.
Where's Mike gone?
I am still here.
What are you doing?
Maybe it is Banjo-Kazooie because they are together, aren't they?
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I've never played that game, but that would make sense. So
Never
let's go
played
for that.
Banjo?
No.
Okay, final answer? Oh,
Yeah.
He's messed all my screen up now, Mike.
I'm sorry, I will be
Mike.
back in 2-6.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, let's go Banjo-Kazooie. Let's do it. Lock it in.
Should we just slag Mike off while he's not here?
Yeah.
Should we just do that? Far too handsome. Arsehole.
Too handsome.
Too handsome. Yeah. Better looking than Lewis as well.
Ooh, controversial.
What do you mean, Andrew? Do you want to debate that? Well, Andrew, you're wrong. All right, the game was Super Smash Brothers. So there you go.
Oh,
I know.
Damn it.
And really annoying, NeoPrime33 said Smash Brothers in the chat, which is why I was telling Mike to eyes up at that point. So
Okay.
know.
Damn.
cheers, Tim.
Damn.
Sorry, we failed you.
I know you've let him down. All right, okay, so you got 3 out of 5. Not bad.
Mm.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not
Is that
terrible.
the same as we got last week, I think?
It is.
Yeah. Average. Do the games get progressively better the closer to 5?
If
we
I
get?
told you the magic of the system, your head would explode. So I'm not going
I
to.
think I know the magic of the system.
The magic of the system, Ben. It's the best quiz game that we've got, so just fucking work with me. Christ almighty. Jesus. All right, okay. So we'll wait for Mike to come back, but I've got the game ready. Prep. There it is. You didn't see it, so that's ready to tell you about. I'll quickly let you know what the other games were. Pocket Arcade Story by Karasoft. Yeah. Okay. We had Sega Ages G-Lock Air Battle.
Ooh,
And we had
that was a good
War
one.
Torn Dreams. And if you're on 0, you would have got Bubble, which is £8.09 and looks like a
Okay.
bag of shite. So that's fine. Okay, so the game that you're going to be playing is. Ooh, okay. I need to wait for Mike. This is just
I'm back.
great airtime.
I'm
This,
back.
isn't it?
Back.
He's
back.
back,
Just
but the
coming
video's
back.
not on.
Hang
You're
on.
ruining my screen. If you swap over, thank God you're still there.
I'm still here. You know what? It's a good thing we have far more audio listeners than we do any video listeners. And none of it matters in the long run.
I don't know.
Whoa,
Well,
whoa,
3 viewers.
Mike, that is
Tim-
not the attitude.
Tim is stuck with us all the way here.
I'm sorry, Tim.
Right, the game you're going to be playing and going into a sudden death round for is fucking awful, and it is called My Secret Pets. And it was the one I went through
twat.
last week.
You twat.
This is a
Why did
romance
I
game
even
for women.
know this was going to be chosen.
This is the romance game for women where you live with your pets who have suddenly transformed into attractive men. You'll spend 7 days with your pets who love you devotedly. Are they your pets, or are you becoming their pet? Your exciting
Cannot say
reverse
how much
harem.
I hate that description.
Your exciting reverse harem cohabitation with these animal men is about to begin. It's available in Japanese, English, simplified English. So there you go. It's all about when you return home rejected the evening after being broken up with by your boyfriend, waiting for you are 4 handsome men who are actually your pets. Cue a fierce battle for the love of their beloved former owner, you. But watch out for the reappearance of your ex. So that's £13.49. We are now entering into sudden death round. Ben, give me a sound effect.
Oh, jeez.
There we go. Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
appropriate.
So we're going to go around first. I'm going to pick Mike.
I really don't want this game, man.
All right, Mike. Your options are Super Nintendo, N64, or the Nintendo GameCube. Which round would you like to go with?
Fuck's sake. I mean, I didn't. Oh.
Our most important thing are the podcast listeners. There's 200 of them out there. I don't know what to go for. Pick
Just
one.
pick for me.
Fucking pick
I
one.
have equal
Super
chance of-
Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Nintendo GameCube. Which one?
Oh, just pick GameCube.
There we go. Fucking hell. That wasn't so
For
hard.
God's sake. I have an equal chance with all of them.
Brain's rotten from playing Persona too much, mate. Told you. Never go full Persona. Okay. 1 to 20, please.
12.
Okay. What was the subtitle of the Mario Golf game released for Nintendo GameCube in 2003? What is the subtitle of the Mario Golf game released for Nintendo GameCube in 2003? Bearing in mind, chaps, you cannot steal this. You cannot
And
steal
Tim,
this.
Tim, please don't type the
Tim.
answer. If you're
Oh, no,
watching.
no, he's just said good
I know.
night, gents. Off to dinner with the fam. So, thanks, Tim.
Oh.
Bye, mate.
Cheers, Tim.
Appreciate that.
Love you.
So it's what? So it's Mario Golf : Yes.
It's not colon.
Oh, Toad in one. I don't know.
Why did
That
you
would've
say
been
toad
good.
in a hole?
Yeah, I'm sticking with that. I have no idea, so I might as well. stick
Toad
with
in
Toad.
one! Yeah, toad in a hole is fucking awesome.
Toad in the hole.
Oh.
Fuck, should have got yeah. It was Toad in one, Toad in the hole. It's neither, so I'll go with either.
It's not Toadstool Tour.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
That's actually
Well,
quite.
Mike, you have
That's
just
close.
named the episode, so well done for that.
What?
Yeah.
Toad in the hole. Oh, Toad in one. Actually, it's better. / Toad in the hole. Okay, Ben, you can pick
Hello.
the Wii, the Wii U, or the Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo
You-
Switch.
Dick.
I'm just going literally down the list, Mike. And you won last week, Sunshine, so thank you, lucky stars. Nintendo Switch, Ben. Okay, Ben, 1 to 30, please.
10, please.
Sorry, Mike. What 2 color Joy-Cons were included in the limited edition Splatoon 2 Nintendo Switch console bundle?
King. Wow.
Do you want me to bring my lights closer?
Yeah, can you?
I think it was pink and green, possibly.
Can you be more specific, please?
Neon pink and neon green.
You're correct. Well done. You are through to. You've survived this round, I should say. Not you're through, because that would be weird. Andrew.
Yes.
Oh, mate. Oh, no. Can you pick either the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, or Nintendo DS?
Nintendo DS.
Nintendo DS. Page 64. Gonna pick a game. And 1 to 30, please.
17.
Ooh. Metroid Prime Pinball was packaged with what accessory that used the Game Boy Advance slot to function? Bearing in mind, if you get this right, Mike is going to go home with whatever the name of that game was.
My Secret Pets.
My Secret Pets.
Yeah.
So again,
I feel like I should lose on purpose.
Metroid Prime Pinball.
Okay.
Metroid Prime Pinball was packaged with what accessory that used the Game Boy Advance slot to function?
The only thing I can think of, so I'm going to have to go the answer for this, is a Rumble Pack.
Oh, Mike. Mike.
Andrew, can I just say, you would have loved My Secret Pets.
I know, I would have
right?
done as well. I
That's
really
all I'm
would.
saying, right?
Oh, Mike's going home with My Secret
You would have
Pets.
loved. You would have loved.
Thank you guys for
Oh,
joining in
Mike.
to another episode of In the Inner Bottle. Oh, Mike, how'd you feel?
I'm a little bit lost for words. I just want to stress to anyone listening who doesn't know what My Secret Pets is, it's the most weeaboo / furry shit I've ever seen in my life. It's one of these choose your own adventure graphic novel games that isn't really a game that just floods the eShop every day.
I think you're really going to enjoy this. It only came out on the 30th of April. Like I said, it's a couple of quid out the kitty, so it's absolutely fine. And the first opening line is just poetry. This is a romance game for women.
It's 2020, damn it.
Brilliant.
For anyone. I'm allowed to be romanced by
What a great
male
palate
and
cleanser.
pet.
What a great palate cleanser for Persona 5.
For Persona 5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What would you rather be playing, Mike? Really? Come on.
Yeah. Sure.
I think that's going to kill you off with the old Switch. You're going to put a knife through it.
Oh my days,
Don't worry,
man.
mate. We'll
The
PayPal the
amount
money
of
to you later.
games in my backlog that Persona 5 pushed to the back, and now I've got this in front of it that I've got. Not only do I have to play, I have to review.
Yep.
I think. Yeah. Okay.
Were you going to say? I don't think you have to review it.
No,
You went with it. You went,
go,
all right. Yeah.
Isn't that the point? Isn't Lewis
yeah.
reviewing
Yeah.
Room in the Night Sky?
Yeah, he is. He sent a couple of videos over. We pissed ourselves laughing because he really hates this game. And Mike, you're going to love this game. You might really enjoy it. Be
The
positive.
thing is,
know.
I've played. I really enjoy graphic novels. Right, I love Watchmen, Swamp Thing, Sandman. I enjoy some of the Vertigo Dark Knight series, all that. I do enjoy graphic novels. I have played some sort of choose your own adventure anime graphic novels before, and they're just not fun, especially if the localization or translation is bad. The only one I've enjoyed, and that's because I found it really funny as hell, was Dream Daddy, which was quite popular. Andrew's face lit up. Then why did you
I was more worried about the noise, you mean?
No, but you know what?
Dream Daddy.
It was a really well done version of that because it wasn't only one of these choose your own graphic novel kind of games. It had homages and piss takes of other various games and had interesting mechanics in it. So if this has any of that in it, I'm fine. But if it's a run of the mill one mixed with furries and weeaboo, I'm just not going to enjoy it.
Are you trying to say that you don't want to play a game where your pet's trying to cuckold you in front of your ex? Is that basically what you're trying to say, Mike?
I think that's that's a good summary of it.
Well, you're going to take your medicine, mate, because you're lost. So, you know what I mean? Educated guesses all round. You didn't win. Speaking of educated guesses, we've had a couple of questions. And I think, Mike, you wanted me to come over to you first. So we've got questions from Mike.
Oh, Christ, I didn't think you'd come straight over. But
You
I've got a
literally
question
said-
from Eamon
Go on.
in Discord.
All right, go on.
give me a chance to
Eamon
bring mine
saying, picture this. Tom Nook has just dropped a jukebox off to the island, and you need to get the party going. What song do you add to the playlist to get the island bouncing? Question, Eamon. Okay. Mike, I'm going to come to you first.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What is it tonight? I will go with I Want to Dance by Frank Turner, who... anyone here familiar with Frank Turner?
No.
I'd be amazed if people are listening to. Great, fantastic musician that me and my fiance are both really into. In fact, the first night we ever got together was watching the opening ceremony of the London Olympics, and he performed there. But apart from that, I think he's sort of a lesser known artist. And this song, I Want to Dance, is actually planned to be our first dance at our wedding. But it's also a great song to get up and play into. So there you go. That's the one to me.
Okay.
Very nice.
Dan's Googling it furiously.
No, I know. I was.
You can't play it, mate. We'll get copyright struck.
Oh shit! Yeah, we will now that we're on the tube, won't we? And we're on Twitch.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Oh.
can't do that.
So anyone listening,
Can't
go
even
out there,
sing it.
Google it. Frank Turner, I Want to Dance. I'm not singing it.
Sing it.
No. Andrew, what are you picking?
Oh, it's a tough one. But the song I've kind of listened to the most recently, which is a good one for this kind of thing, is Stupid Love, Lady Gaga. Really great pop song. So I'll go for that.
Good song. Good artist.
Very good.
I'm actually going to go for something equally camp. And I'm going to go for
Thanks,
Let's Hear It for the Boy by Let's Hear It for the Boy by Denise Williams.
Oh, okay. All right.
You said equally camp. I think that's if possible, doubly camp.
One.
I think you just out camped Andrew.
Yeah.
Ben.
It's Andrew. I've won. I've won the internet.
You've gone on a camping trip, Sunshine. That's how camp that was.
Call me Camp Dave. No, it's my favourite song of all time. I love it. I genuinely love that song, and it makes
Your
me
favourite
happy.
song of all time is a Lady Gaga song. Sorry.
No.
Sorry. Mixing them up. My bad.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I'd go with Wheatus Teenage Dirtbag. I was just thinking, I was really trying to overcomplicate this, but it's a song that summarizes me in a way that I love that tune. Everyone else fucking hates it, and I love
what do you want about
singing the
everyone
Loads of people hate it. I love singing the falsetto part. I love singing the baritone. I love just every single part of that song. I'll sing it, and everyone will look at me and go, "You absolute dick! Why have you done this?"
People hate this song.
Some people hate the song. Most people hate it. When it comes on, it's like, oh yeah, this is an anthem. And then if you came on in your Spotify, you'd be like, oh, skip that song. But I'd be playing that non-stop with the turned round cap and bleach blonde hair, Mike. Do you understand how annoying that would be?
He's shot back to the
He'll
early
be
2000s.
making shit jokes about the fucking size of your chair. Oh, the chair's massive, mate.
Chair is massive. You know what really messes with me every time I see that music video is it's got I can't for the life of me remember the actors' names, but it's Jim and the choir girl from American Pie in it. And it came out roughly around the same time, maybe give or take a few years of American Pie. And it's weird to see one of the main guys from American Pie and one of the main girls from American Pie, who aren't paired in that movie, both attending a high school where they pair up at the end. In a
strange.
very similar end prom scene to American
I imagine if you're stoned, that's really weird.
Oh my god, it's
Well.
crazy. I can't describe it. I'm like, bro, you can't be cheating on Oz. What are you doing? Get back to your man.
He's just there. He's going, you can't be cheating on us. And then his missus comes around, turns him away from the fridge, and walks him to bed. Come on, Mike, you've had enough.
You
can't be doing that, bro.
Video on one screen. I got American Pie playing on the other screen. I'm like looking back and forth. What the fuck is going on?
Shit's going down. Any more questions in the old Discord here? Are we out?
I don't know. Mike,
Not in the
Mike,
Discord,
You said you had
but-
two.
I
on,
did.
Mike,
I
you got
have
this.
a couple of questions. Chile, who is in the Discord, but this question came from outside, asks, why the fuck, this is a direct quote, why the fuck is Burnout Paradise Remastered so expensive? Now, this is a guy,
Okay, good question.
a mate of mine who's just got a Switch last week, and he's really enjoying it. First game he got was Pokemon Shield. He's completed that. He's now on to Breath of the Wild.
Nice.
But he is really excited that Burnout Paradise is coming to the Switch. It's $44.99.
Woo.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
I think, I mean, what would Rich's answer be to this? That's what I would.
That he doesn't give a shit. That's a man that spends like 14 quid on a beer, so
Yeah.
he doesn't care about that kind of stuff. Like,
He'd say that, but exactly, he would say EA are bellends. And I think
Yeah.
that's
yes, he
probably-
would say.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
probably.
how much of this is EA being bellends and how much of this is the Switch tax?
I think a lot of it's EA being balanced, if I'm honest. I think
Yeah,
if like
pretty
you can
sure.
get Devil May Cry 1 and 2 for whatever it was, 15 quid each. Why are you spending, how old's this game? 15 years old?
15 years.
Yeah, it's a 2-year-old remaster, I think. But this is the thing: like when it came out as the remastered version on Xbox One and PS4, it was retailing for $34.99. So already it's £10 more than when it came out 2 years ago, and it's it's a 2-year-old game. And they're like, oh yeah, but we've had to do stuff to port it over to the Switch. Sure, but they also have to do stuff to port it to the Xbox One and PS4, and yet they charge £10 less for it. So it's just they're just trying their luck, really. They're
So
trying
what
their
we're
luck,
saying-
and I bet you within a
saying
month it'll be like less than
15
that.
quid's worth of up pricing for the Xbox and that, and then £10 for the Switch tax,
Mhm.
basically.
Probably.
I think, look, they'll look at the market and they'll say, how much will people buy this for? And then that's the price that they've decided on, to put it simply. I think that's what it is. They'll go, okay, well, people are going to be excited for this. They'll pay 45 quid for
Well,
it.
and this is what Chile was saying, is he says he will pay this.
Yeah.
Really?
He was
And
asking
people
why
will.
the fuck is it
And
this
it's-
expensive, but then
It's
his
a
follow-up is,
shame it's a shame Tim has dropped out of the chat now because he is going to buy this day one,
Well, there you go.
and there'll be loads of people that will. So
There will.
You know,
and then mark my 3 months from then, it'll go on heavy discount.
and then the rest of us will buy it.
Yeah.
So who are the real bellends?
Do not criticize Nintendo
maybe
tonight,
that's the
guys.
show title.
Yeah. Who are the real
Fair
bellends?
enough. And then second one, follow-up question from that, from someone who is just 100% a lady called Catherine, who's just 100%ed Lego Harry Potter on the Switch, which is a hell of a feat given that it's the 2 games in one, so it's years 1 to 4 and 5 to 7.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's 2 games in one, and as anyone who's played a Lego game will know, they are ridiculous to, maybe not hard, but time consuming to.
And boring as well. Like boring to 100%. Definitely.
Boring. So well done to you for managing to get that asked.
Impeccable.
When do we think we'll see this long rumored Harry Potter RPG? If ever. I added the if ever because I doubt it'll come, but how good would that be?
I think it'd be awesome. I think that'd be an absolutely incredible game. I've got a lot of nostalgia for the films and the books.
Yeah.
Like I said.
But can you imagine a fully fledged RPG set in Hogwarts?
Oh no, it'd be
that takes
absolute
place
will.
like after the main story and after all this, but like one where you create your character, level up various types of magic, various skills, and go through your own little story. I'd love it.
Andrew's shaking his head here. Come on,
He
Gandalf.
does-
Andrew's
not
having
now.
none of it.
None of it. No, it'll completely ruin the whole thing. No, just no. I mean, they brought out the fucking AR game, whatever that was, Pokemon Go for Harry Potter.
Right,
That was
yeah, but I'm
bollocks.
talking about a real game here, Andrew.
Yeah, but it's if you're using the Harry Potter
Got you
universe
there.
after Harry Potter's been in it, fuck off. No.
That's
interest.
what they're
okay.
doing right now with the extra films. With the
I've never.
we're
I've
going to
watched
have
any of them.
years of that. We're going to have years and years of that.
Would you
No,
rather?
they should have stopped.
All right. Hear me out. Wow. Hear me out. Would you rather have a proper decent RPG set in the Star Wars universe? Would you rather have a proper RPG set in the Lord of the Rings universe, or a proper RPG set in the Harry Potter universe? What would you go for?
Star Wars. It's got more scope and more depth, and it doesn't have to be centered around one location, and it would be much better. So,
Lewis has just said in the chat, it depends. Is Hermione a grown-up in this film, in this game?
Oh my god! You cautious nonce.
You cautious.
Shame
one.
on you, Lewis.
We just keep on coming out with titles for this episode, don't we?
It's going to be the longest show title ever.
The cautious
Wow.
nonce.
Yeah.
Actually, that could be a Harry Potter film. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter and the cautious nonce.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Now
Cough
to this-
for me.
Come round the back of my diagonal alley.
show me a wand with
Show me
wand,
your
Harry.
wand, Harry.
Leviosa. Guardium Leviosa. Oh, Jesus Christ, the cautious nonce. Not
Take
Jesus
a look
Christ.
at my
that was-
dark arts.
Amazing.
Oh, I mean, going back to your question, I'd pick Harry Potter because I think we've already had a Lord of the Rings and Star Wars RPGs. We haven't had all Harry Potter games have been pretty crap, to be honest. I'd love
Yeah.
to see
You think the RPG will be different?
if it's not a movie tie-in and it's not a mobile game, I think it's got hope.
All I'm saying, Ben's got me sold on the cautious nonce. I'd buy that. I'd be day one on that game. That's exactly where I want to see the franchise go next. Fuck off Johnny Depp and all that nonsense. Just Harry Potter and the cautious nonce. Proper fucking shit. Agatha Christie novel kind of game. Anyway, moving on. Any other questions before we wrap this shit up? No.
I think we've peaked. Right.
I think we have
we
peaked.
can't beat that.
All right, well, guys, I love this. This is fun on a very stressful time at the moment for everyone, and a very dull time as well for quite a lot of people. So it's been lovely spending this time with you. It's been great. If you want to go and see any of our content, we've got a shit ton over at twitch.tv/The Switch Island. We've got it over on the website, theswitchisland.com. Got it on YouTube, which is youtube.com/The Switch Island. Or if you want to follow us, go over to the Discord, which is theswitchisland.com/Discord. We're on Twitter at The Switch Island. Literally, if you put The Switch Island into any fucking thing on the internet, you'll be able to find us.
Pornhub.com, The Switch Island.
Pornhub.com, The Switch Island. And he's just bouncing there going, oh, you know you want it. Oh, go on. Oh.
Have you read my book?
Only 25 copies left. Come on, 24 copies left. You know you want one.
That was the last one. What are you going to do for it?
Yeah.
Lighting a cigarette on a fucking scented candle. We have been The Switch Island. It's been wonderful. Ben, where can I find you on Twitter?
You can find me at Benji Kong on Twitter.
You can find Mike at The Cautious Nonce on Twitter now. Mike, where can we find you?
Yeah, no, I'm changing it now.
Please
Cautious Nonce.
Oh,
No, you
that's
can
a
find me at Kenny Press F, but yeah, God, I might as well change it to Cautious Nonce now.
Please do. Please
Cautious
do.
furry nonce after I play My Secret Pet.
Andrew, where can we find you over on Twitter?
You can find me at Oddment84.
That is wonderful. And you can find me at DanielWard2707. This has been episode 49. We've got episode 50 coming up next week, which we're all very excited about. That's a milestone
Video
for us.
issues sorted out by then, we promise.
No fucking pressure. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Mike. You just sit there, mate. It's fine. With your little iPhone buds in. Christ on. Yeah, you can find us over at twitch.tv/Switch Island. Please give us a sub, a like, or go over to the podcast service of choice, which you wonderful people are listening to us as well. We love you, everyone, and our patrons as well, even though at the moment we have frozen all of our tiers because we don't want to take any money off you. It is patreon.com/The Switch Island. We don't have any perks anymore. We just literally want your money. That's it.
Although, when you
Pay
said
for basic games.
when you said we've frozen all of our tiers, I thought that was going to be like a Patreon perk. Like, we've literally frozen our tiers.
And put them in a jar.
Them to you,
Gamer Boy Frozen Tears, $30 a jar.
Exactly. There we go. There's the perk.
Eamon's gone back into his child's bedroom. He's lifted up the pillow. He's taken back the 50 pence that he's given for the tooth that's just been removed. He's popped it back in his pocket and he's gone, I'm going to have some of Ben's tears. Thank you very much for joining us.
You could clone him.
Let me fucking finish the show. Christ, let's wrap this up. We can clone him. If we could clone him 5 times, we get 5 times the amount of videos he sends in the WhatsApp group. Jesus, wow.
That's true.
Which, to be fair, keep me happy. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for watching.
So the thing
and
about
listening.
Persona 5.
You're an absolute dick.
Let's go.